back on the screen. I'm seeing so much good news to me, and I'm gonna be honest from now on here in this point, because I realize people gonna say 2K trash. People gonna do whatever they do regardless. I already explained myself so many times. I enjoy the game because it's a basketball game, but I feel like I've always felt that vibe. Like even when there was other Call of Duties out and other games I used to play, I was real good on it. And I had my other man, Fat Man Kulo. Some of y'all, the OGs, remember him. We both was good on the game, so we enjoyed how the experience, based off of like we was playing against other good people and we had to beat them. We enjoyed it. We didn't get slapped. We didn't have like always getting spawn killed. We wasn't those type of people, so we wouldn't complain about the game. It's the same in Call of Duty. They complain Call of Duty's trash. They can spawn kill. Oh my god. They changed spawn killing. Then they flipped it back. They reverted it back because they was trying to cater to the noobs. There's going to be no point in history where any gaming company will be able to fully 100% cater to the noobs. They just have to make a fun, enjoyable game. It's just like how basketball, real life basketball, is very enjoyable to certain people, but they suck. Some people cannot play it for shit in real life. Can't even do a layup. Real shit. Can't even dribble without double dribbling or getting the ball stolen really easily when they're newcomers to the game. So when we go back to 2K, they're starting to realize that point. I had a feeling that maybe they wasn't, because this game seemed like it was casual based to people, how they would say, because everybody's using the same thing. They're using the same SIGs. But in reality, it really wasn't. If you have a coordinate team, I keep forgetting 2K is a 3-man game. And whether you're playing 3v3 part, 5v5, it's depending on how coordinated your team is and what you guys are doing, what plans you guys are pulling out. You know what I mean? People don't get that deep though, and I realize people just want their game to be a simple game to where it's easy for them to play, and then it just feels like it's fun. Oh snap, they rarely got to do too much. You know what I mean? People really want that easy access to be good easily. In previous iterations of NBA 2K, the green mist feature provided players with instant feedback on their shot timing, indicating whether they'll successfully executed a perfect release or miss the shot. This year, and I'm gonna make another video on this, like, well no, I don't even have to. Well, I will a breakdown, more depth breakdown. You can feel when you miss in this game. It's that close to them getting it on point. Like you can feel when you're going to miss. You can feel when you make it. Especially once you know your jump shot, you take over more than 200 jump shots with it, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel that, like, okay, damn, all right, I felt that. I missed that one. Like you can tell. I'm telling you, you can't tell unless you're not paying attention to the game. You haven't been studying 2K. You haven't been, and it's not even a deep study. It's that simple. You can really just tell this year. So I see what they're doing. They're still trying to find a way to make shooting harder. Because really, in this year, would you say shooting is that hard? No, everybody can still shoot. Everybody still is spraying 80 balls. There's no real big difference between the 80, the 89. There is a consistency factor between 80, 83, 89, but some people still can just shoot. Give them an 83, they good to go. 85, they good to go. They don't need all that, right? But there's not a big difference factor between the 99 ball or the 95s or the 90 versus the 80s. How you see people shoot with the 80s and stuff. You know, they should have it to where at least the 90s, those higher shooting tiers, get different shots to fall off. Like that just makes it make sense. It makes it have to make that separation. Okay, you want to be a pure sharp, you gotta go for this. Okay, you want to be a pure dribbler, you gotta go for this. Okay, you want to be a pure defender, you gotta go for this. So this just lets me know 2K still thinks the shooting is too easy. Even with their delayed greens that people thought was hard in the shot changing up, the timing. You want to know why it's still too easy? Because people don't even have to shoot regular standing jump shots. Sometimes they just went and got the cheesier ones and just shot those and just stats. And most of the time they just shot fades. So it's not really a big deal to good players. It's not. It didn't really affect good players like that. I still could shoot like it's nothing. It didn't affect good players too much like that. It slowed the pace down of the game, but it didn't change too much. While this feature was initially introduced to assist players in improving their shooting skills. I'm reading this slow so y'all can really hear how, like, damn, they really making these changes. So when you shoot now, you will not see no more early. slightly late. You won't see that. Making the skill gap even harder with delayed greens. Do I feel like delayed greens is still there? Yes. They want to make a change to make it more different, to make it more where it's like they're real shooters, because you just have the natural muscle memory understanding. It's just like in real life. It's a natural muscle memory. When you really hoop and you know how to shoot and you know how to get buckets, it's a natural muscle memory you're going to get to play off. Make sure I check this. It's a natural muscle memory. So you guys understand that it's a natural muscle memory. Just like it's a natural muscle memory for you to press the X button. It's a natural muscle memory to kind of feel how your player, because you're going to feel it when he's going up and you're holding your finger down. That's what you really feel, how long you're holding your thumb down and you pull it back up. Wow, yo, they really try to make this game more skill-based. Like, that's going to be different for the E-League and stuff like that. I always look at it like, yo, they're going to have to make this game extra more competitive because they got a Pro League now. You look at the Pro League, the shots players are making, this shit is really ass. It's like, yes, it's tough in a sense of being glitchy, cheesy, but the way they be pulling back, doing this move, speeding past the person, just look at it. It's really, like, cheesy. I've seen cheesy-ass Pro-Am clips, pro team clips, cheesy walkbacks, crazy cheesy ass walkbacks to shots. Like, no. So I really realize why they're doing this right now. They want to make people get, so when people are taking those tougher shots, you could still be a consistent shooter and hit. Don't get me wrong, if you that nice, but it's going to throw a lot of players off that's not used to just shooting high selection shots. It is. We have recognized that it has inadvertently and inadvertently, we have recognized that it has inadvertently shifted the focus away from the core fundamentals of basketball. What am I yo, I'm the main news guy people need to listen to. I may not ever get that. Well, no, we ain't gonna speak that out like that. I'm not getting the credit right now. It's definitely gonna come someday, because I've been telling people, man, they're trying to push this game more to a realistic game. They have a dev who's an actual game producer. He controls things and he cares about sim. He says Sim Nation. Come on, Mike Wayne already said he doesn't like the term of speed boosting. They just don't come out and speak more like how the Czar guy comes out and speak. But the devs do not like the aspect of that. The players by free will, Steezos, anybody that just caters to the cheese side, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I gained love for the cheese side too. I had a 6'10" pair shot creator shooting crazy spin shots in people's face. They couldn't do anything. I still had an IRL style to me, but just, you know, crazy things. Come up the court, do crazy dribble moves, crazy spin around, crazy shot. So it's like, don't get me wrong, I understand, but I keep trying to tell the people, they are trying this new technology. They're trying to get their game to look really realistic. Yes, there will always be a combo or Kyrie, but if you hoop, you know how that would look. Oh, as he, snatch, come back here, probably do a spin, cross again, stuff like that. But to where you see a player dribbling out the whole, they're finding ways to where they can patch that. I already gave them the key. They had it in the game before, but I guarantee you that probably affected something else. When players are dribbling for too long, right, and spamming moves, they got a shot fatigue in their shot, and it penalized them. But I guarantee the reason why they changed that from NBA 2K19 was because it affected something else that I don't know, because I'm not behind the scenes. I don't have the real dev card like Caesar said, but there's still pieces and puzzles I could put together. Because that helped. Even though dribble guys could still come down and make it after they was dribbling for so long, if you knew how to play good defense, they was missing 9 times out of 10. So they would come down and they would start doing regular dribble moves. They wouldn't do all the combos that they normally do. They would just do regular moves to try to score. And that was like, oh, that was the perfect balance. That's when I knew there was a perfect balance. This year, they could just keep left-righting. With the way the game is, the defensive slide technology, come on, it's not working. They up defense, though. We already seen it. Interior got a buff. Y'all already know everything else getting a buff, man. This is such great news, man. 2K is shifting to a comp-style level game. Like, you know, like, For players to see they early, late, it lets them know it is. It helps you. It does. Think about it. And I've always shot without it off. I always just be preparing myself in weird ways. Like I really would shoot with no shot time and feedback on. I just recently had turned it on just so I could see players, you know, shots and other things like that, but I like stuff like this. I love challenges. If anybody know me, I love a challenge. So I know when I get past the challenge curve, it's like this year, when you play against noobs this year, you 100% feel it. So I don't know what people talk about with the casuals. You 100% feel it when you play against noobs this year. It's like so easy to beat noobs. And then Sways is just that game of stopping the dunks, stopping the left rights, not overhelping because they'll just pass it. You know, certain things like that. I'm excited for 2K24, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this new shooting change in 2K24. Is this something you could get down with? I feel like naturally this will just help players get their muscle memory up on point. Damn, no slightly late, no nothing. You just see excellent when you do it. Oh, you got to know your timing. You got to know your timing. I'll say right now, just start getting used to the shots now. Remember, they're keeping the gestures in place. Meaning, we have NBA jump shots. All NBA players jump shots only. So remember these gestures. Remember what jump shots you've been using because it's going to be very similar to the next game. Very. Of course, it'll have differences. Every 2K feels different when you're playing on it, shooting, etc. But trust and believe it's going to have its differences. Right? Hey, y'all hit that like. Let me know what y'all think about this. And I'll see y'all in the next one.